So I got the cuff done, the leg done. I got the heel flap and the heel done, and I just finished picking up the gusset stitches. And the gusset stitches are what is by your widest part of your foot, the ankle part. So I picked those up. So now I am going to be able just to knit on the foot till I get to the toe. But this colorway is so fun, so pretty. I like how it is working up. So haven't done much today, but set and knit. It is 42 degrees out and rainy, and just a good day to be home. So but I wanted to show you the status of my sack. Hey friends, I decided to work on a pot holder today. It's out of the new color, and I don't have that colorway next to me. But anyways, this one turned out so pretty. So there is your handle. These are the colors of it. It seams right down through here. I usually just do a whip stitch. You could just crochet it together and it'd give it a little bit higher raised bump. This is the back side. But it makes it double thickness. So I did this, so I am going to now go. I need to make some creamer and clean up the kitchen a little bit. But I wanted to show you one of the new pot holders. Hey friends, how are you? Happy January 29th, I think it is. Happy Friday. Oh, it's been a day. It's been a relaxing day, but it's been a day. Ever have those days where you just want to, I don't want to say, because I really haven't been eating, but all the things come in my mind like pizza, fast food, junk food. Oh, so I've been sitting there trying to keep busy today. So, but of course then at 4:30, Mr. Jerry comes out and he says, "You want to go in for ice cream?" So I said, yeah. So we compromised. We went to Wendy's and got Frosties. It's still going to be points, but for breakfast I had my 3-point smoothie. I think I took a video of it. I forgot to record lunch. It was a lean cuisine fettuccine and chicken for 7 points. So it was 10 points, and heck, I don't know the points on the frosting. I just know they're sky high. So, and that will probably be our supper as far as I know. But it's been a rainy, gloomy day again here, and all I've done is knit on a sock, crochet on a pot holder, went in and got set up for my New Year's Eve mystery sew along. This will be like the 4th year that I've done it, and usually I do a queen size, but this year I just did not have the extra fabric. Called for like 4 yards of it, and the most I ever buy is 3, and I didn't feel like spending $100 going to the store, the fabric store, and I wanted to use what I had. So I was pretty down about that, because that fear of missing out was pretty darn strong, because it's so fun, because she starts at 8 a.m. I think it's Pacific time or Mountain time, something like that. And she drops will be clue 2, because she dropped clue 1 early in the fabric requirements, like that's what I think 2 weeks ago. Because if you're making a king size or even a queen size, it takes you a while to press and starch and cut and bag everything up, and then to sew clue 1. The whole idea is that by the end of New Year's Eve, basically, you should be able to have a quilt top done. And if you don't, then you got New Year's Day to finish it. And so she, every hour on the hour, she will drop a clue, and we don't know what it looks like. We'll just see, you know, the bits and pieces. So the first clue she already dropped. So I decided, someone else had posted in the group, it's on Facebook under Cuts and Bolts, and I'll try to remember to link the Facebook group. You'll have to ask to be part of it in there if that's something you want to be part of. And she always keeps these patterns up under the tab under files, so you can always go back and and they're always free, so you can always go back and look at them and pick what one you want to do. So someone posted that they were just going to do the small, which was labeled wall hanging or table topper. It's like 44-inch square, and she said the reason that she always does that is that way, I know I'm getting whited out because of the light there, she knows that she can get it done in the day. And I got to thinking about that, and I thought, well, I want to do it, but I don't need to make a big quilt. I don't want to make a big quilt. So I decided to go through my stash, and she gives you her color suggestions. And so I looked and found what I had, and I got it all pressed yesterday and all cut out. And then she tells you what bags to put certain colors in, like put in clue 1 baggy and clue 2 baggy. And she literally, you take your food baggies and you write on there clue 1, clue 2, and because each clue, when it comes out, once they're sewn, then when it's sewn, she might tell you, okay, now clue 2 needs to go in baggie number 5, clue 5. And then when clue 5 drops, then it will tell you how to put it all together, you know, and usually the last clue is when you see the finished product. So I'm all set for that. And then Pat Sloan is doing canning jar sew along, quilt along. So I got the pattern for that, and then I pulled fabrics for all of that. Hi, Mr. Jerry. And so I got that all put together, and so that's all I did was pull the fabric and put it in the container. Because tomorrow, Saturday, is supposed to be my Christmas with my family. It was supposed to be, let's see, last Saturday, the Saturday before Christmas, and my brother got sick. So we rescheduled it to tomorrow, and my sister got sick on Christmas Day. And she just said she still has whatever this crud is, and she didn't think she should be around anybody yet. So we just tentatively rescheduled it to January 6th. Waiting on my 2 brothers to see, because they all work, and to see if the date works for them. So Mr. Jerry went and bought groceries, and we knew that we were going to be gone Saturday because they were going to do pizza, so we didn't have to worry about food for that night. And we had bought a turkey breast for Christmas. We put that in the freezer, so we'll have that on Sunday, New Year's Eve. And then on New Year's Day, I think he was planning on making his homemade chicken noodle soup. And then Tuesday I have my weigh-in. So we had it all planned out, except for Saturday. And for supper tonight, he said he could not hardly find any lean hamburger any place. He said it was so busy every place he went to, and he could not find, so he didn't buy. He said if he did find it, it was like it's going to expire like within, you know, a day. That's how, you know, he said that it was really difficult, so he did not pick up anything. So, aka the Frosties. I don't think he's very hungry tonight anyways. I definitely will be tracking that. You won't hardly see any pictures of my food because I just been in one of those moods where, you know, my mind just says, you know, I got Doritos out there, go eat some Doritos, and I'm not. Mr. Jerry made some cookies. I'm not eating them. He did buy me some extra yogurt, and he bought me some cheese and stuff like that. And I've got fruit, and I do have, I think I have celery in there if I want some vegetables, but I don't have too many raw vegetables. But it's just been one of those days. I just, you know, it's like the old me. It would be, the old me would just say, throw everything out the door and just say, well, let's go do this. And we would go do it and then come home and go look in the cupboard and pull something out to eat again. Or at 9 o'clock at night, make chips and cheese. And then at 11 o'clock at night, go grab a handful of pretzels or something and then go to bed at 11:30. And then wonder why you didn't sleep all night because you were miserable from everything you ate. So I'm proud of myself that I didn't give in. I don't consider the Frosty a giving in. We can have it all. We just have to learn to work it in and just take the points and enjoy it. It's not an everyday thing. And now that we're not going to do pizza tomorrow, we have frozen pizza. We have French bread pizzas. I mean, if we still want to, we can do that for supper tomorrow night. And then Sunday will be the turkey and stuff, so it will be halfway decent. But I just want to know, how do you handle when you get those, I don't know what you call them. I don't know. It's just really weird. You know, I'm going right along. I'm fine. And then I just, in my head, it's just like, you know, it just pops in. And then it's like, oh, that sounds good. And then I have to sit here and go, no, you're not hungry. You don't need it. You don't need to eat just to eat that like I used to do. Oh, but I know I hadn't recorded much today because, like I said, I've been knitting on the socks. Oh, and I did pull 12 skeins of a sock yarn out of my socks. I talked like I was going to do this, and is it Jenny? I hope that's your name. I think she's going to join along, trying to knit a sock, one sock a month. So what I'm going to do on New Year's Day, at first I was going to mark them 1 through 12, but I think what I'm going to do, they are in canvas bags. They have a drawstring, and I got them in an organizer box. So I think what I'm going to do is, I already asked Mr. Jerry if he would be willing to, and when I'm ready for him to, just to reach in there and not look, because you can kind of see if it's light or dark or whatever. But you know, I'll just have him reach in and I'll just say, don't take the top one. Just reach in and grab one, and then I will show that one to you, and that will be my sock that I will knit for January. Now, that doesn't mean that once that sock's knitted up that I might not start another sock or something else, but that's how I'm going to do it. That way I don't have to try to figure out how to do tags with numbers on it and stuff like that. So I just thought, you know, that way I can knit some socks up, and everybody except for the grandkids and our son are all the same cuff size. So normally if I see a yarn, I'll look at it and go, ooh, I really like that one for myself, and then I'll make it for me. But then I'll start knitting on it, and maybe it just isn't what I want, but I know that my daughter will take it, my son-in-law will take it. You know, Mr. Jerry, you know, he doesn't care. So that's how I usually do it. For the grandkids, I do have some Felici self-striping that you can wash and dry. So I will probably, when it gets closer to Christmas, do them a pair, because you know they're 8 and 10 and their feet and bodies are still growing. I would like to do our son. He is a size 13, and I need to look that up because the biggest feet I've ever done is a men's 10. So, and I know his calf and everything's going to be bigger. So I know Stephen West has socks, and I think that he would be a good one that would fit a man's foot. I know the Crazy Sock Lady, I mean, she does a small, medium, and large, and I'm not for sure if a 72 stitch and a large would fit our son. So if anybody out there does socks and you have knit for big boys' feet, as I call them, big men's feet, comment below and let me know. I use a US 1. The only sock he's gotten before, I did do a US 2, and I did 64 stitches on a US 2, and of course that went faster and it did fit him. So I might do that again, just do a US 2 and try it. He just might get a pair of socks just to try, but other than that, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. My mom's birthday is coming up. It'll be January 17th, and I ordered a cross stitch pattern for her. It's like 6" by 6", and it says God is good at the top, and on the side it says all the time, and then it repeats that God is good all the time, and then there are little quilt squares in the center. So I ordered that from 123 Stitch. I got the fabric and the DMC. I ordered it like a kit. So hopefully next week I will get it, and then I'll be working on that to get that done and finished for her. And I've been trying to find something for our daughter. Her birthday is the end of February, and our son's birthday is February 4th, but we already got him something, and Mr. Jerry's making something to go with it. So yeah, I'm trying to get ahead of the game on some of this. But anyways, my goodness, 16 minutes. Sorry. So I'm going to let you go. I hope that your New Year's Eve weekend will be a great one. Whatever happened in 2023, 2024, we're going to make it a better year than this last year. We're all going to strive to reach our goals better in our weight loss. We're going to have more forgiveness for ourselves, more grace for ourselves, and we're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. So thanks for listening, my friends. I will chit chat with y'all later, and you have a great rest of your night.